Alright, welcome to Mr. Strickland or Mr. S's physical science class. This is going to be a really informal presentation because we're going to go over a lot more of this in detail down the road, but I just wanted to give you guys a little introduction as to what this class is going to look like. You can call me Mr. Strickland, you can call me Mr. S. I don't really have a preference. I just do ask that you call me Mr. We do have mutual respect in this classroom, and that is how we show respect to our teachers. So first and foremost, let's go over just some of the basic rules. We are going to actually, as a class, come up with rules for our classroom tomorrow through Thursday, but I wanted to give you guys just kind of a little bit of what I expect right off the bat, right off the gate here. So I have 4 non-negotiable rules. These are rules that regardless of what we come up with as a class, I expect you guys to follow. The first one is the rule of respect. You will respect everyone in this class. I don't care what has gone on outside of the classroom in terms of, past history or just what happened this morning. When you guys come into this classroom, we will respect each other and we will work through that history, that stuff that happened, respectfully. Secondly, is we're going to use our words to build each other up. There has been a increased focus in schools across the country that physical bullying is going to stop, that we are going to stop kids from beating each other up, but there is still a very, very rampant problem with verbal bullying, and it is verbal abuse, and you can get in legal trouble for it. So we're going to head that off at the pass by saying that you cannot use your words in this classroom to hurt others. You can only use them to build each other up. So, words are going to play back into that respect category by building each other up. Thirdly, many of you use quiet time to get your work done. Many of you can only work in quiet environments. Some of you, like myself, can't work without some kind of ambient noise. So I'm going to give a very, very tricky exception to the rules here. During quiet time, and I will explicitly tell you when it's quiet time to work on assignments and such, you may listen to music. However, your music cannot be loud enough that someone else can hear it. If someone else can hear it, it can disrupt their quiet environment. And again, if we are being respectful to each other, we're going to respect their other people's needs. So if you cannot listen to your music quietly, then you will need to find another way to do your work. Finally, we want to be on task. This class is going to be pretty difficult, if I do say so myself. You will always have stuff to do. On the rare occasion that you don't have something to do, you will be able to have some free time. That free time does not give you permission to get others off task. So you should always be on task, finding something that you need to do or that you have to do, or you should be helping others to stay on task and get their work done. As far as these rules go, when it comes to breaking them, there are 3 steps to the discipline process. So if you aren't following either my rules or the rules we come up with as a class, I'm going to go through 3 different steps to try to help you get back to work. The first is going to be a self-aware. I'm going to try to help you become aware that you are off task. I'm not going to go through every single way that I do that because that would take forever, but the point being that I want to help you to become aware that you're off task rather than just yelling at you. If you don't become aware, I'm going to ask you to move. Now we have a couple options. We can just simply move seats, so you can sit somewhere else that maybe will be a little less distracting. We do have the chill out corner here that I have made specifically to help people get back on task. This has things including desk blinds so that you can, pop these little cardboard boxes up and basically close off your desk to the outside world. There are headphones here that you can clean off with these little alcohol wipes if that's something that bothers you, and that can help shut out the outside noise. But essentially, we're going to try to move you, and the reason we want to do that is because we want you to be focused. I want you to be focused. I want you to succeed in this class. And so if the environment that you're in, if the seat that you're in isn't helping you to focus, then I'm going to move you so that you can focus. Now, finally, if we do go through those 2 steps and you still seem to have trouble, we're going to have a conference. Now, this conference, depending on the severity of what's going on or what kind of behavior I'm seeing, may involve just you and me. I might have you come in before school or after school to discuss what's going on, and in a more private one-on-one setting, discuss what we can do to make it better. If it is a pretty severe behavior, or if I feel like maybe there should be some stuff at home that's worked on as well, I might have your parents come in. Now, this is not you being in trouble. This is not you, getting punished. This is you and I working together to help make it better so that you can succeed in my class. All I want is for you to do the best you can in this class. All right, procedures. We've got some basic procedures we need to go through. So every day there's going to be an entry ticket. I will be at the door, so you will get it from me. And this is a quick 3 to 5 minute assignment that I want you to do, and it just kind of helps you get oriented and get aware of what we're going to be doing today. There will be instructions on the board, so when you first come in, you'll get the entry ticket from me, you'll take a seat. Review the instructions. Just see and familiarize yourself with what we're going to do today, so that way you're not surprised when I tell you that we're going to be doing a lab today. And so after you have reviewed the instructions, you're going to get going on your entry ticket. I will write a time on the board that you should have your entry ticket done by, so that way we can all get started together. After the whole day is done and we've done everything that's on the board, you will get an exit ticket, or I'll just have you write an exit ticket. You're going to hand that to me on your way out the door. If you don't hand it to me, you don't get to leave. Now, obviously, I'm not going to keep you forever and ever, but the exit ticket helps give me an idea of where we are for the next day, where I need to be, and where I need to help you guys get to be. So if I don't get a lot of exit tickets, I don't get to know what you guys have learned and what you guys haven't learned and where we should go from there. So it's in your best interest, if you don't want to learn the same things over and over, to hand in the exit tickets. Couple other little things. Turn-in basket is back here, right along the sidewall here. It is your responsibility to turn things in. I am not going to collect things from you. This is for 2 reasons. 1, I have a bad memory, so I can't remember to collect everything. 2, you guys are in high school now. You are going to become adults soon, if not already adults. And part of the things adults are expected to do is to turn in stuff themselves. The IRS does not come to your door and ask for your taxes. You are required to turn them in. When you go to the DMV, you're required to have all of your paperwork filled out and ready to turn in. The DMV does not give it all to you and expect you to need a hand-holding. Keys for tests and quizzes are going to be located next to the turn-in basket. There are occasions where I will have you guys self-grade or peer grade, and this is where you will find the answer keys. Now, obviously that can open the door to cheating, and we have very strict ways of dealing with that, but I want you guys to know that I believe that you guys can be mature and responsible enough to handle this appropriately. If we end up having issues, then we will have to go back to the old school elementary grade style of turning each of our tests to the person behind us, grabbing a red pen, and then I go through every single answer by myself, which is not something I think anyone wants to do. There is a grading form that I will be giving you guys sometime this week that you can record your grades that you get as you receive them back from me. Now, we'll go a little bit over grading on Thursday, but your overall grade in the class will not directly just be all of the points you've received in class. And there's a reason for that. Like I said, we'll go over that in detail, but simply know that your grading form gives you a pretty good idea, but not a complete exact idea of where you are in the class. It is up to you to record those in. I'm not going to fill them in for you, so make sure you get your grades. If you do need the grade for an assignment and you don't have the assignment anymore, you can come see me because I record all of them in my book and I can give you the grade that you are missing. All right, and that is it. So we are going to go over all of this in more detail. Again, this is just something to get you guys familiar with the class, with how I work. And tomorrow we are actually going to start with the process of coming up with our rules. So when you leave today, be thinking about what you think important rules are for our classroom, and also why we have rules. Why do we need them? Hopefully that will give you guys a little bit to chew on, and that'll do it.